Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is a 5-card tarot card overall energy reading for the time period between October 1st through the 15th of 2020. It is a general reading for the larger collective of Libras and is intended for informational purposes only. The information may not resonate with every Libra, so please know that it's totally okay. If something doesn't fit or doesn't resonate with you, that's fine, let it go. So take what fits, let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universe and angel spirit guidance for the cards that were selected and were ejected during the shuttle. The 5 cards that exited during the shuttle are listed right here. And again, this is for the overall energy for this time period for the collective Libras. The first card here represents the overall energy for past influences. These were things, energies that were significant within the last few months for Libra. In some cases, the issues may have resolved, and others may still be lingering. The second card here, indicates the overall energy for the current or present energy during this time period. The third card here represents the overall energy for future energies during this time frame, things that haven't occurred yet or maybe on the horizon. The fourth card here represents the overall energy for any particular challenges that you may encounter. Keep in mind that these do not imply challenges are negative. They're simply things to be provided to be aware of, and sometimes they're just choices that may be presented to you that you are challenged to make. Which choice do you want to take? And the fifth card here is the outcomes, and this is the overall energy for outcomes during this time period. So we start here. We have a major arcana card of the Sun. However, it is in reverse, Libra. Give me a moment. Angels and guidance. Please give me guidance why this card is for Libra, and the Sun card is for Libra for past influences. What is the overall energy and the message for Libras during this period? Okay, Libras. The Sun here represents success, obviously. It represents radiance and abundance. I think for many Librans, during the past influences of the past couple of months, the Sun was shining on you. It was giving you strength. It was telling you perhaps no matter where you were going or what you were doing, things were positive and you were radiating a positive energy. And there was a sort of that aura of happiness and joy that you were presenting. I'm picking up that many people that you were close to were drawn to you because you were able to see the bright side of things, and you brought sort of a balance and warmth to other people's lives who are connected with you. This sort of beautiful and warm energy was helpful, I think, for many Librans, especially during the past few months, because of obviously the pandemic of COVID-19. It was challenging for many people. However, many Librans were sort of able to, see the positive side of things, and sort of were able to radiate, the positives, and during these sort of challenges, and that radiance sort of shined upon other individuals. I think for the Libras who are going through, tougher times, and perhaps were more challenged by, let's say, the COVID-19 experiences, the Sun here was giving you the message that you were waiting for, and that things were going to get better. We're going to get a lot better for you. Although many of you probably experienced challenges as a part of the COVID-19 or had changes that you had to sort of adjust to, for many Librans, you discovered who you were and why you were there. What was your purpose? And it gave you sort of that energy and a zeal for what your future was, and for those that had already achieved success, it gave you even more sort of hope for more perceived success and even more an abundance flowing towards you. It brought you confidence in many ways, because you kind of knew intuitively that everything was going to work out, and that's the Sun was shining on you. That's how you felt. Libras, the Sun connects you to a power base, and for many, it sort of gave you the feeling of not being fear-driven. It wasn't an egotistical power, but it was an abundant inner energy that was radiating through you. And it's, again, it was sort of one of those things that you can sense through a solar plexus chakra, and which was typically calling you to express yourself authentically and being in the present around you. It was being a genuine sort of a sun radiating, not ego based. Um, and many of you were able to, whether knowingly or unknowingly, were able to tap into that power and sort of to help get you through any of those challenging times that were present for you. The sun here also, for many Librans, was an energetic card when you needed it, and it reflects the time that you needed to experience and sort of increase that physical energy and a vitality and in general positivity. And it helped you sort of get through that moment of this immediate past here with more of an enthusiasm and feeling an enjoyment and a sense of good health and a good outlook. In our present energy for this time period, we have the Ten of Pentacles. However, oops, there we go. Ten of Pentacles. Angels and Spirit Guides, help Libras understand why the Ten of Pentacles is here in his upright position in present energy for this time period, please. The Ten of Pentacles here is a positive sign for Libra. Right now, your current energy is you've reached sort of that point of completion and accomplishment in a journey. The Pentacle cards in general are a sense of accomplishment, and for many Librans, you might have resulted or completed some sort of project or activity that was successful. It could have been in a career path, a smart financial investment, creating sort of a stable home environment, or even possible for those, it was you got involved and committed to a long-term relationship. For many, it's about accumulating a wealth and abundance through hard work, and of course, wealth and abundance is a perspective. It brought about sort of a dedication and you wanted to sort of share what wealth you had or your abundance, again, whatever volume that was, with others. Libras, this is one of these cards that promises everything and that eventually everything will come together, and you should be proud of what you do, and it's very much tied into your past influences here of carrying on that energy, that positive energy. Here in your present energies with the Ten of Pentacles, Libra, this is, many Librans are being surrounded by that wealth and are feeling sort of blessed and with a financial sort of abundance and a sense of security. There's that feeling of not wanting anymore, and that feeling of you have everything that you need, especially within that sort of material realm. And again, it's things that you need, not necessarily things that you want. But it was meeting that sort of financial security and a trust. And it was because of your personal successes and accomplishments. This card here is also sort of reminding you, Librans, to be sure to express your gratitude for fulfilling your material goals and dreams, and show a regular appreciation for what you have. That's critical. This card sort of reflects a permanence in creating a lasting foundation for your future. It's about a commitment and to sustain to your future, and taking into consideration not just long-term gains of any sort of venture or project, but also long-term benefits. And it's using a consistent approach that you'll be able to achieve the success over time. The Ten of Pentacles here indicates, Libra, that many of you feel compelled to share your success with others and make sure that they're well cared for. Your feeling is right now that you've worked hard for where you are, and now you can see the bigger impact of your accomplishments have with others. And in some cases, you may be seen as a provider or the breadwinner, bringing the financial security and that stability to your family, and ensuring that they have everything that they need to be sure that they're happy and comfortable. and because you're able to do this, this is bringing many Libras a sense of deep joy and satisfaction to see that your loved ones are enjoying and sharing in that wealth of abundance. It's about family time. The Ten of Pentacles here is a sign of family. That family, whatever family may be to you, is important. And right now, you're wanting to surround yourself around people that you love and who share sort of your DNA in many cases, your ancestry, and sort of share that joy and happiness. I think many Librans, you can sort of trust that whole family-hearted experience will be there for you, no matter what. Libra, right now, I'm picking up that your home life is happy and important to you, and you want to be surrounded by family. There's a feeling of a strong connection to family right now, and sort of a family heritage, and it represents sort of a tradition and being a part of something bigger, and realizing that there's blood of your ancestors is sort of a reconnection that's important to you right now, and connecting to that, sharing your positivity. In our third card here, we have of our future energies for this time period. we have the Two of Cups. Angels and guides, what is the message here for the Two of Cups for Libras during this time frame, please? Libras, the Ace of Cups here represents a flow of love from within, and the Two of Cups, which is in the Cups range, the Two of Cups here now is about the love of two people. So, yeah, when you get it, if you had an Ace that's and the Cups is about love and sort of new beginnings, but this particular card here for many Librans, being in your future energy during this time frame, is a connection with you and another person. I'm picking up that for many, with this this energy right here, you're creating sort of or wanting to create a deep connection in a partnership, and you're wanting it to be based on shared values and compassion and unconditional love. I'm picking up that this relationship may perhaps still be in the early stages. You're feeling that it has the potential to grow and develop into something more fulfilling and perhaps rewarding for you in the long time. I'm picking up that many Librans are feeling there's a sense of mutual respect and appreciation for the other person that you are involved with, and you're hoping that together you're going to reach a higher plane of understanding and consciousness. With the Two of Cups here, Libra, you may enter a new partnership, and perhaps that partnership could be a lover, could be a new friend, could be a business partner or associate. And what's of interest is that both you and this other person are focused on creating a relationship that's mutually beneficial, and you're both feeling that it's a win-win situation for both parties. You're able to see sort of that eye to eye, and you're able to appreciate each other for what you bring to the table. If this is a romantic relationship for some Librans, the Two of Cups is showing that it's blossoming into a new union of mutual attraction. I'm picking up that there's not only a physical and a soul connection that leaves you sort of weak in the knees, but it's also tends to be bringing out the best of in each of you, and you're benefiting from lifting you to sort of higher levels of your own potential. I'm feeling that Libras, you're expressing sort of this exchange of emotion, and it's heartfelt, and you're both willing to do whatever it takes to support one another. In some cases, the Two of Cups here, Libras, can represent a marriage or a proposal or an engagement for you. If this is a business relationship or a non-romantic relationship, the Two of Cups is a sign, for Libras that you're both on the same wavelength. And you're similar, and you're sharing a similar vision on a project or a venture that you're working on. I'm picking up that you and this other person in this business venture or social atmosphere or friend may not have the same skills as each other, but what's nice is you're recognizing sort of a synergy, a balance. and you're able to work together, and and you're having a good experience with it. You know, you're feeling it's a strong partnership to sort of reach your goals, and it's again sort of built on trust and harmony and mutual respect. Uh, and you're feeling that you're going to succeed as long as you continue to communicate with each other, and you sort of share that same focus and alignment of what your project is. However, if it's a business venture, it is advised here by the spirits guides that you have a contract or an agreement to place, to ensure that it's a positive partnership and it continues throughout, and it's probably in your best interest to do such. In the fourth card, these are our challenges, and keep in mind the challenges could be choices, not necessarily negativity. Angel and spirit guides, we have the Four of Wands here. What is the message for the overall collective Libra in their future during this time frame, please? Libra, the Four of Wands is picking up, a joyful celebration. It's picking up a happiness, and it's picking up an appreciation that many of you Libras are feeling the good things in life. It's tied into these. I'm picking up that there's going to be sort of a time to celebrate with those that you love most, and sort of tied into that family connection there. And it's about commemorating with perhaps a significant event or a milestone, such as a wedding, a birthday, or homecoming, or reunion, or something. Planning for a holiday. For many Libras, you're wanting to socialize and inviting your friends over, and perhaps with the sort of the social distancing in the last few months with COVID-19, that you're missing out on that sort of social environment atmosphere, and you're wanting to have an intimate dinner party, or just to relax and get with people that you know. The Four of Wands here, Libra, is showing that again there's a feeling of home, and it's tying into what it was said here earlier. You're in this sort of home spot where you wanting to feel home is where your happiness is, and where you're feeling supported and secure, and where you want to be around and hang around. Because the Four of Wands here associates again so closely with the home environment, Libras, I think many of you are sort of working on improving or renovating your home or a room, and you're staying close to, or you're wanting to look for a new home or a place. Some Libras may have recently purchased a home and are getting ready to settle down in it, or you're in the process of thinking of changing, buying a home or something. I'm picking up here that for the Four of Wands, Libras, it's telling you that after a long period of sort of rapid growth and expansion that many of you may have experienced, it's now sort of time to pause and sort of appreciate what you have, and what you've achieved so far. It's encouraging you to take a step back and enjoy your progress, and also make sure that you appreciate and have gratitude for the progress that you have. That's important for the universe. It's giving you permission to take a small break, sort of, and again, I'm picking up against celebrating the milestones of a journey. And if you haven't, for Libras, if you haven't attained whatever you were wanting or manifesting, it's on its way, and it's just encouraging you to still enjoy the process. If you haven't attained it yet, it's coming. This is about harmony and balance, as well as letting you know that a completion is coming, and it denotes sort of a time of peace and contentment in your life, Libras, because of your efforts. Again, for Libras that were working on some sort of project, this is saying that you're going to reach an important milestone, and you will have a reason to celebrate. If those who recently wrapped up something and just completed it, it's giving you permission to feel that personal gratification of a job well done, and that your goal was attained, and that you realized your vision, and it's about feeling proud. So in this case, it's enjoy it. Your challenge isn't so much a negative one. It's about really challenging you of how you want to enjoy it and what decisions, and you know, obviously the universe would say, you know, keep things within reason and within your affordability and whatever it is that brings you joy. But it's, you have choices of how you want to celebrate sort of your achievements and what makes you happy. Excuse me. Tickle. Oops. In our last card here on outcomes for this overall energy, we have the Devil. However, the Devil's in reverse. So, angels and spirit guides. Why is the Devil card, which is a major arcana card, and this energy reading for the outcomes for Libras, and why is it in the reverse? Okay, Libras, in your sort of outcomes during this period, I'm picking up here that the reverse Devil card is appearing for some Libras who are on the verge of sort of a breakthrough or an up-leveling. You're sort of feeling an energy to be called to your highest potential. However, what it's encouraging you to do in reminding you is that you have to let go of any unhealthy attachments or limiting beliefs that are holding you back, Libra. Often, you know, Libras, when you're being called to something more, you have to deal with your shadows before you can step into this new version of yourself. So, you know, if it's an addiction, if it's an unhealthy relationship, or it's a disengaging career, you have to let go of those fears and release any self-imposed beliefs that are standing in your way for your growth. And this is saying it's easier than you realize. Libras, the reverse Devil here is calling upon some Libras, you know, to confront your inner fears and anxieties and to free yourself from the chains that are maybe binding you and limiting your beliefs, particularly on unhealthy attachments. It's encouraging you to eliminate those things that you know are harmful to you and your inner psyche. It may be creating a new, healthier diet. It may be letting go of excesses, which don't have to be illegal excesses or addictions. You know, some people are addicted to running or exercising, and it goes to the extreme, or they're addicted to, you know, taking too many pills and vitamins that they don't need, anything of those sort of things. It's, however, and it could be things that you're spending money on that you know you're spending on for the wrong reason, because you're trying to live up with the Joneses, or you're trying to look a certain way because you want to look like somebody else. It's those sort of things that you may have been doing it for a period of time, but now it's sort of asking you to do a self-evaluation. It's, you know, sort of asking you to sort of, you know, it's not saying to stop. I'm not picking up. It's just saying that Libras, you're wanting to do a self-evaluation to see if those things that you're doing and have been doing, are they worth it, and do you wish to continue it? That's what I'm picking up here. You know, it could be about, you know, watching less television, or quitting smoking, or spending more time with your loved ones. Perhaps focusing more on your personal goals. It's encouraging you, Libras, to take an opportunity to, you know, bring about a positive change in your life by staying focused on the ultimate goal of freedom. The Devil card here in reverse, you know, Libra, is also it is also going to appear for those who are wanting, you know, who are going towards their deepest and darkest places. We all have sort of our shadow areas, and whether you're ready or not to deal with sort of this dark side of yourself, this card is probably going to bring it forward, and it's going to ask you to sort of, you know, make a decision on what path that you consciously want to take, and are you going to do it with strength and confidence and courage? You'll be able to sort of do that self-assessment and understand your innermost shadows and the dark side of you, the things that are holding you back, that you can either release them or integrate them into your current life in a more constructive way. But before you do that, this is encouraging you that unconsciously or with resistance, it can be very confronting, as it's going to force you to sort of begin to realize that you are very different from who you thought you were. You may be, some Libras may be entering a period of anxiety or depression, or experiencing sort of dark thoughts as you struggle to understand something. If this resonates with you, you know, sort of something that's more to the extreme, it's encouraging you to seek, you know, a trained therapist. It doesn't have to be that extreme for everybody, but I'm just saying that if something that's pretty extreme for you and you're not sure how to handle it, obviously get professional help. That's what it's saying. Um, the reverse devil card here is a sign, that you're hiding something, or you're hiding your deepest, darkest self from others. And and particularly if you're wanting to do a bonding union here. For some, you're not going to reach this bonding union that you were looking for until you deal with these sort of demons, if you want to call them such, or things that you've repressed. And they don't have to be horrible things. They may be things that just come up occasionally when it triggers, and it's a setback for you. And this card here is encouraging you to address them, because they're not going to go away if you don't address them. And even if it's embarrassment or you feel ashamed of something, sometimes holding those secrets can contribute to a growing level of guilt. Perhaps you've wronged somebody. Perhaps you've you misled somebody. Perhaps you've told a different story and it's caused hurt to somebody. And even if it was a while ago, it might be coming to the surface. Something's bringing it forward, and you need to deal with it. Yeah, I'm sensing, some of it may be a sense of guilt, but this card's saying that, but if you continue to repress it, it's holding you back. So, you're going to get a sense of relief if you can share sort of that darker self with at least one trusted individual and talk it out and be open and honest about it. I'm picking up there's a need to sort of accept who you are and forgive yourself for the thoughts that you're having, and release yourself from the pain, because, for whatever reason you did it, it doesn't matter. This isn't about punishing you. This is about addressing it and forgiving yourself, and releasing it. And of course, if it's an extreme issue, there may be a few. I'm not picking up this is for the larger collective, but I'm picking up that if there are a few individuals that are specific, if you are, indeed, feeling of, harming yourself or others, please. This is about seeking professional help immediately, and talking to somebody. That's something you don't want to hang on to by yourself. And finally, the devil in reverse is inviting you, Libras, to practice sort of the Buddhist principle, detachment. It's sort of being a state in which you can overcome your attachment to the desire for things. It's about our people or concepts. This is about freeing yourself from any restrictions in this sort of change, and the self-evaluation period. This doesn't mean that you don't care for other people or things. It's about releasing your dependence upon them, even if it's an emotional dependence. Libras, you may also find that that this sort of cord cutting, even if it's a visualization, can help release sort of any unhealthy attachments to others, or again, sort of addictions that you may feel you have, even if they're not real addictions, but anything that's limiting yourself. And it's really important to do such when the devil card is in your reading here. This is sort of bringing attention to anything that you feel is unhealthy, or anything that you feel is limiting you at some level. The devil card is showing up in this outcome issue here to encourage you to address it and to let it go, release it, and you will see success and you will feel better. Hope that makes sense. So that's it, Libras. Thank you so very much. I thank you very, very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you would like to support this channel, I would appreciate it. As you probably already know, YouTube algorithms depend on 3 major issues, and that is the big 3: clicking on the like the video, clicking on the subscribe to my channel, and clicking on the notification button. If you're not familiar with that, that's not going to obligate you to anything. You don't get charged for it. You're not going to get unnecessary emails, any of that. It just is going to show up as an alert when you log into your YouTube in a little box. You don't even have to open them up. It's nothing that's going to be time burdensome for you, but they are important algorithms for my channel, and if you could support them by clicking on the big 3, I would greatly appreciate it, and pass it on. Again, I would just thank you in advance for any support that you can provide for that. So, Libras, thank you very much. Happy birthday month to many of you. And we will see you in the last 2 weeks of October 2020. Again, take care. Thank you very much.